This isn't even like doctor ordered. I just got this because I thought it might help. And also it makes it easy to put a cold or hot pack in. It's a knee brace. The box said elbow brace, but that's what I get for buying $2 elbow koozies. It's like a drink koozie or warmer at a dollar store. Oh my freaking neck too. This employer wants me to report every injury, which fine. It's an easy way for them to fire me because my neck's hurting, my knees are hurting, my back hurts. It's been 4 days at this job, and I didn't realize they put me at basically the hardest position there because nobody wants to do that job. You're telling me, rent strike. I gotta change out of my boots. I've had no free time today. Since 1 in the morning, I got up and worked out and stuff, and the workout was hurting me too. I gotta lay off that or just do legs tomorrow because I don't want to miss a work, and abs too. But working since 2:30 this morning. Had to stay an extra 3 hours today at the job to report this injury, and then this lady tells me, oh, what you did was against safety policy. Not the injury, waiting to report it. I didn't report it for a day because I didn't know I was injured. I reached for a box, it hurt my elbow, I finished my shift, and it kept hurting, and then today I tried lifting, I'm like, oh shit, that hurts. And I finished my shift by just sort of like not reaching. Oh, it hurts to even do that. Basically, I would just grab boxes like this and move my whole body, which is kind of a good way to do it, how you're supposed to do it. It takes a lot of strain off your arms. You shouldn't be doing a ton of this with your arms. That was true even when I studied boxing, or I took boxing classes a long time ago now, like 10 years ago, more than that. They said, don't swing your arms out. That'll hurt yourself. You use your body, and just, man, everything's hurting now. Yeah, well, of course they have no mercy. Rent strike. Okay, so rent strike saying be careful, they have no mercy firing people who cost them more money. Right, and here's the catch-22, these motherfucking liars. They said, we want you to report injuries right away, no matter how small. Every fucking day I'm having injuries at this job. Banging my knees, banging my hands, twisting my fingers, hurting. My hands hurt, my fingers hurt, my neck hurts, my shoulders hurt, my back hurts, my knees hurt. You think they'd keep me employed? Oh, we want you to do it. Yeah, they want you to because California makes them take reports on it. And here's the big lie where they say we want you to report it. And yeah, we're not going to get you in trouble for it. Among the dozens and dozens of agreements I had to sign to work there, which you're like signing away everything. They can search your car while it's on the premises. They can search you. They have cameras in the break rooms. They make sure you clock out, clock in only within 5 minutes of when your shift's supposed to start. You have to clock out for lunch. You get 30 minutes. They're not giving proper breaks. And here's the problem. Among those agreements, it says you are an at-will employee. You understand you're an at-will employee. What'd he say? Who cares about him? You're an at-will employee. So there's the loophole. They can say, thank you, everybody backing me up. So they can say, yeah, what's sissy about getting injured on a job where I was working really hard? They can say, oh, no, we're not going to retaliate against you for reporting injuries. Oh, but you're an at-will employee. If we did fire you after you got an injury, we don't have any legal consequences for it. It's just whatever. We won't fire you for it. Yeah. And meanwhile, with all the other agreements you signed, there's literally, you can find stuff from every person at any time to fire them for, or just say you're downsizing and fire them. So you could say, oh, you clocked in 1 minute too early from lunch. You clocked out 1 minute too late. God damn YouTube. Still screwing up. So they could find any reason. They could say we're downsizing. They could say when the managers or the leads don't give the proper break times, They could go back and look at the cameras and say, oh, well, look, you didn't take a break when you were supposed to. Never mind the fact that the managers weren't giving the proper breaks. Because they tell us when to take our 10-minute breaks. Yeah, OSHA will fine them. Right, so they're supposed to give us 10-minute breaks every once in a while. I think that's a California rule. They're not doing that. They add in your 10-minute breaks at other times, either like at the end of your shift when it doesn't matter. Yeah, you get an extra 10 minutes on the clock, but the point is you're not getting 10 minutes while you're lifting heavy boxes for 3 hours in a row or 4 hours in a row, where you could have a break to rest your body, go to the bathroom, eat a little bit. They're not giving you that. Instead, they add on your break just after your lunch or right before you end your shift. So I hurt myself by lifting boxes. That's how I'm hurting myself every day. I'm trying to lift properly. It's still painful. I reached for a box with my left arm, and I hurt my arm by extending my arm too far because I was reaching like crazy to get him. Now I'm much more cautious. I'm like, just sort of don't extend my body all the way. And, just do it like this. I had a much better time of it. I wasn't quite as fast. I was still pretty fast, but extending your arm all the time, it'll extend your elbow. It'll overextend your elbow. It hurts. And my neck, I can feel it pinching. I'm stretching. My hairs are standing up on the back of my neck. So what do? Report injuries every day? How fast do you think they'll fire me? And it's because of this loophole saying I'm an at-will employee. So this person tells me, oh, what you did was a violation of safety policy by waiting to report it. First of all, I didn't even know I was injured. But anyways, look, and whatever. If they fire me, it's like at the end, it's like, well, I'm not happy about it. I want to work. But at least I got a little money. I hate working for corporations. But we're at-will employees because we have no real contract. We don't have a union. That's what we need, is a union to avoid unsafe conditions, to avoid, to get proper break policies, to get hour-long lunch breaks, and to negotiate better pay. And to make it so they can't retaliate against us for reporting injuries. Because as it is, they have every reason to, and every ability to, and every motive to. The only things that protects them is saying, oh, well, we're not going to. Yeah, and their break policy is like, they're playing fast and loose with it. Like, yeah, they're sort of giving breaks, but they're not doing it when they're supposed to, in the middle of shifts. They're just waiting, they're just adding on time to your lunch or right before you clock out for your shift. But yeah, that's not when it's supposed to happen. It's supposed to happen during your shift, like in the middle of it, so you get time to drink, to go to the bathroom, to eat a little, like go to your car, or go to a vending machine and eat a little bit. God damn it, now my knees hurt. What do? My knee wasn't injured, like I didn't get an injury right away at the job. Anyways, who cares? And if it became a real problem, I bet they'd hire private investigators to go through all my videos on here and stuff, say, oh, what did Angelo say that's incriminating? I wake up, like I lie down with pains and stuff. How am I supposed to know I was injured? And I told this person that, this person told me whenever you're injured, no matter how small, you have to report it if you're hurting. And I said, but like, really? Like knee pain, back pain, shoulder pain? I have pain every day. Am I supposed to report that? She said, well, only report it if you can't work because of it. Well, I could fucking work. Anyways. So which is it? Don't report it no matter how small, or report it? And I know there's other employees who have not reported injuries. I've had my hands caught between metal and boxes that I'm trying to move so quickly, and it smashed my hand. It didn't break it or anything, but that I could have reported and maybe should have. It could cause arthritis, right? Tendinitis, all that stuff. Okay, well, I guess I'll start reporting everything. It is a loophole. You're an at-will employee. So yeah, we're not going to retaliate against you for reporting injuries. Oh, but you're an at-will employee? So, you report a lot of injuries? Well, sorry, now the company's downsizing. We got to let you go. Oh, you clocked in incorrectly. You actually clocked in 2 minutes after you were supposed to clock in for your 30-minute lunch break. So yeah, we got to let you go. You got to follow the policy. Oh, you wandered into the break room once when you weren't on break. That's stealing company time. Sorry. When you went in there to get a food from the vending machine, yeah, you can't do that. That stuff that they won't enforce now, but they would enforce if they could because their policies are so strict. Meanwhile, what do? Okay, just take time off work every time I'm injured. Great. I have no sick pay. I just fucking lose time and lose money. Or get more injured. Report everything to OSHA? That's a good idea. I'll look into it for real. Okay, I said something earlier about changing out of my boots and into my sneakers. I should be asleep now. I've been fucking dealing with this company all day, and I'm getting emails from them. You gotta fill out this form online, not even having to do with my injury. Just, here are documents you have to fill out or sign. I go to the page, it asks for login info. I don't even know what the login info, I've never seen this page before. I have like 3 different logins for this company on 3 different pages. I don't know why I have so many. And none on this, no option to reset it. It says if you have problems, call this number. I called the number, they said, yeah, we can't help you there. What you should do, go to your manager tomorrow at your warehouse and go get it straightened out. So great, I'm spending just hours and hours of my day uncompensated for dealing with this job. Of course they're not for their workers. They're greedy fucks. I gotta change into my sneakers. God damn, this thing's so annoying. It cut out. Yeah, I know. What if I get permanent health problems because of this? When I had a good body, yeah, it sounds weird to say, but... But yeah, that's what I worry. The freaking app keeps crashing now. Take an aspirin. My shoulder's hurting now too. See, I didn't feel that before. It hurt when I did this. But yeah, I mean, I worry about my tendons, my ligaments and stuff, that degenerating as I get older because I did this job. Now, I reached out to the IWW. That's a union organization that can get me in touch with someone who can help get you know, like reach out to people at my workplace, because workers already, I've heard like just saying how they don't run it well there. They don't really care. They could do things better. They don't. The break policies aren't right. Other workers know that, who said they've complained about it too. I feel bad for some people. They're so nice who work there and being underpaid. One guy, he's older, such a nice guy. I won't get into his details of his story, but he just started working there. Older guy, maybe in his 50s. I don't know. Such an just always like smiling and happy. And I said, you know, because I look at all the other employees around without masks on. And I said, you know, do you worry about the Trump virus? And I use the old word for it because not everyone's familiar with the updated policies. And he may not know, so not everyone knows. So I said, are you worried about the Trump virus? You know, you see people not wearing masks? And he was smiling. He's like, well, I don't know. So nice. Guy like that having to work so hard for little money, short breaks, older guy. I don't know how people do it. Maybe, we'll see. Right now, it's freaking hurting. LTG fan, explain that to. What does that mean? Take it like a man. What does it mean? If someone's screwing me, why should I? What does that mean to take it like a man? What does disregarding what they're doing to me, their poor treatment, mean? Like, why should I? Are they like coming down from Mount Sinai like the Ten Commandments? They're just commandments. They're not, you know. Oh boy. They're not. I don't know, like helpful policies. They're not good guidelines. They're commandments. You're commanded to obey them. Is it like that? Spicy punk rocker. I'm not saying it, I have a better situation now. I'm just saying it's like a lateral move. It's like it's a new challenge. I'm glad for some money, but this is fucking pinching my nerves and stuff and hurting me. And what do I do about that? Okay, so I can go to them every day with new injuries. Oh, my farts smell so terrible. Ah, my arm. And this arm hurts now when I grab this, the steering wheel. So I didn't know, like, I'm feeling all these different pains. And this job is, you know, getting me, like, more and more injured. And I stretch every morning. I try and eat well and eat enough. I think I'm eating too much now. I don't like it. I think I look and feel fatter, don't I? After the last few days, I swear it. I thought I was much thinner after the first day. I tried to weigh myself and at a store, at a scale, and it says, oh, not working. All right, I'll report every fucking injury I get. And it took like 3 hours to report my injury, to go through the whole dehumanizing process of, you know, dissecting everything about it and what should I do and who was witness and all that crap. Thank you, Spicy Punk Rocker. I appreciate it. Yeah, LTG fan, I read your comment before it was deleted. What does that mean? But help me understand that. What does it mean? Rent strike. Don't delete what he says, unless it's just really trolling. What does it mean to say I should just be grateful for a job? Why isn't there any responsibility on them to treat me decently? And to not give me this crap about, oh, you violated safety policy by reporting late. Well, I clearly explained, look, I didn't know I was injured. This is seriously messing up my body. And again, Oh, by the way, they're putting me in one of the hardest positions. There's a person who works next to me. We're both at the same conveyor belt. The other person, they only do half a day. It's always switching between two people because it's so hard on the other people who do it. So I'm just stuck there. And again, at will employment. They can lie their ass off and say, oh, yeah, we want you to report it. Yeah, and they'll fire you. Because what would this be? The first company that's ever found a reason to fire someone who gets injured on the job? And what am I going to do? Get better? And then it seems like I'm just getting injured from working. It's not even like doing anything improper or extraordinary. I swear, these people driving me nuts. Why do I have to deal with this shit? Exactly, yeah, that is a concern, that I get worse injuries later on. And my body can't seem to recover from a day of work. And again, also, I could, yeah, just say, oh, I need a day off, I need 2 days off. What do you think they're going to do if I start taking days off for injuries less than a week into the job? It's obvious they're not going to like that. Yeah, that's true, Challenger the welder. It's very true. Because, yeah, right now I feel stinging pain in my right arm, but okay, if they want it, I guess I'll report every injury I have. I twist my hand grabbing something, stop the conveyor belt, report it. No, I actually sleep comfortably in the car. It's like an orthopedic bed or something. Right now the problem is it's too warm to sleep well in the afternoon, and I need to fall asleep in the afternoon. Oh, man, I feel like pinching pains in my shoulders and stuff. Rent strike? Yeah, that's the thing, I'm totally aware of. That happens all the time. That is not like, oh, wow, it's weird. You just find these outlier companies that don't respect injured employees. Right now, it's like everything's hurting in a way. I'm tired of wearing this. Holy crap. And I couldn't get, the nurse I talked to on the phone recommended I put ice packs on this like for 48 hours or something. I didn't understand what exactly her directions were. I can't even get ice packs. I don't have a freezer. I couldn't find chemical ice packs in CVS or the dollar store. That's true. I am a marked man now. I don't give a shit what they say. They're liars. They're lying their asses off when they say, oh, we want you to report stuff. Yeah, do they want me to report that all of them, like all the managers and administrators and stuff aren't wearing masks properly or disregarding mask use? Yep, we need a union. So I reached out to the IWW to see, and I've been talking with coworkers, just trying to figure out, hey, how do you feel about this? Shouldn't we get more pay and stuff? I can't talk to a lot of people because I'm not around a ton of people. The problem is I'm always stuck in one corner or another, and then our lunch breaks are so short. It's like, just everybody goes straight to their car and eats. The LTG fan, you've already explained that. I'm saying, why should I be grateful that they're not really respecting my time? They seem to be threatening retribution for reporting this injury a work day after it happened. The Sunday passed between then and now, but a day later, because I didn't know I was injured. They lie and they make me an at-will employee, even though they say they won't retaliate against me. If they won't retaliate against me, there's no need to make me an at-will employee. Yeah, exactly. That's the other issue. I was doing my job and got injured. What is the reason to be thankful to them for apparently not treating me well for it? Yeah, LTG fan, and I followed that up with the second part. Why can't you respond to that? I don't get it. I'm an at-will employee. They can fire me for any reason, and there's nothing legally binding them to keep me on if I report an injury and then I'm fired. There's no legal consequences for them. They can do it, and they wouldn't get in trouble for it, and many companies have done it before. And many companies can get away with it. So why are you suggesting that they're going to keep their word on that? I mean, if they would keep their word on that, we would have a real contract. We could have a union where I have rights. It has to go through like an investigation, arbitration. The union, would appoint someone to represent me if I felt they were threatening me unfairly or threatening me at all or firing me unfairly. So what are you getting at? It seems like all you're getting at is accept injuries for which you won't be compensated, accept that your boss is lying to you, and you just are a bootlicker. You just revere corporations. So I got it. I got it. Your point stands. Goodbye. Apologize for getting injured. They could have given us proper breaks. Maybe that would have prevented an injury. They have been ignoring the rules for breaks. And another employee told me he complained to human resources about how they don't give proper breaks. And apparently the human resources person said, well, if more people complain about it, we'll do something about it. So we'll see if that's true or not. Why would I apologize for being... Also, I put a knee brace thing around my knee, too, because my knee's hurting a little bit. Oh, it's itchy, though. Even my mom is not... He doesn't have much patience for it. I told her about it. I don't know why I bothered. And she's like, Angelo, come on, just keep this job. Don't complain or anything. Don't create problems. Everybody's scared of a company, but this is why I moved into my car in the first place. You see what I mean? You see how shit this behavior is? This is why I did it in the first place. I cannot stand working for corporations or companies or regular jobs. And to get in a union, unfortunately, the shitty thing about getting in unions, it's harder now with the Trump virus. You have to go to a meeting. You have to basically make friends with the people there. Then, you have to show up, and basically it takes 4 years to get trained and stuff and to get into a union. Into a lot of the unions that exist now. You can't just, go and have a job. So, I mean, it's understandable for stuff where the thing is the unions tend to be in industries where you need a lot of training, like electrician, plumber, carpenter. They don't have many unions for warehouse workers where ostensibly they can just train any idiot and get someone like me and in a day just put them on the line and get them working hard. I know, that's the problem, Challenger. That is absolutely the problem. Oh, and they say, they say, oh, it's an anonymous reporting line. We'll see about that. This company has an anonymous reporting line where you give your name and phone number. Nope, I'm not getting workers' comp. But I'm not out of work necessarily. And if I do take a day off, they're not going to give me sick days. So if I take a day off to recover, I just lose money. That's it. But if I don't take a day off to recover, I could injure myself worse. Took a fish oil pill too. I'll go lie down. I should have been asleep hours ago, but I'm so dealing with this shit all day. I had to spend 3 hours reporting this incident. Oh yeah, I'm sure they'll and I had to be clocked in for it, which I'm grateful for. So at least I was getting paid, but you think they'll want to give me 3 hours pay, extra pay every time I get injured, which it seems to be regularly? But we'll see. I reached out to the IWW, and I want to talk to my coworkers about unionizing, getting better pay, getting safer working conditions, getting sick pay. No fucking reason we should just lose paid time because the company won't compensate us, except for they give 1 hour of sick time for like every a certain period, a certain amount of hours worked. How ridiculous is that? So you have to work hundreds of hours to get a few days paid sick time or paid sick leave. Why the fuck do I bother? But that's the whole point, where they can belittle you and say, "Oh, you violated the policy. You should have reported this earlier." Yeah, we all know why people don't report shit, you lying motherfuckers. Although in my case, I didn't even know I was injured. I got hurt reaching too far for a box, hurt my elbow, and I just, kind of shook it off. How the fuck would I know? And that's why I had this conversation with this person who said, any injury, no matter how small, you have to report. Yeah, they want reasons to fire you. Because I said, any injury? Because every day I'm hurting. And she said something like, if you're hurting, you need to report. I said, but every day I'm hurting. I need to report that. My back hurts, my shoulders hurt, my knees hurt. And she said, well, if it stops you from working, you have to report it. Mm-hmm. I bet she doesn't. If that was like on the record, she wouldn't have wanted to say that. That's right. And that's all true, what everybody's saying. My body is fucking hurting, man. And I want money to be able to shower indoors, to have some a warm shower, because it's so difficult to shower in the morning in the cold. But again, what can I do? I'll look for another crap job at some company I'll hate. What other job? I don't even know what you're talking about. What other film job? I can't even remember now. I don't remember what you're talking about. Like, I don't know. I've applied to so many jobs lately. And plus, the other thing is I needed this job quickly. Oh, there was that live streaming job, or it was like a video job. And yeah, I said, well, I got this thing. I don't know if I want to take something else now. And the guy blew me off, sure enough. He said, well, if anything changes, let me know. I said, well, actually, looking through the agreement with my employer, it looks like I'm being more loyal to them than they are to me, so I'd still have an interview if you're willing to. He ignored me, so that was the end of that opportunity. And I looked on Craigslist today, and I saw a few opportunities, nothing like I'm really qualified for or that I'd want. And I scroll, or that seemed legitimate, and I scrolled back a little. I'm like, huh? I already saw all these. Yeah, it's because there's barely been any postings for jobs on Craigslist in film and TV in the last like 3 weeks. And I looked on Indeed.com, barely anything, man, and nothing that I'm qualified for, really. I'm not entertaining discussion like this ridiculous discussion about moving across the country um, for the potential job in another city that has less film work than LA and doesn't have as high minimum wages here and worse weather and doesn't have the people I want to work with that are around here. Yeah, it's a shitty situation. All I can do, try and unionize. Go in tomorrow and see if I can work. Which hopefully I can. I'll try and, move my body carefully. I don't know, Challenger. All I can do is keep trying to work, and if I get another injury, report it. And then don't worry, they won't retaliate. Yeah, I know, in a way, I already regret taking the job because it's hurting my body in ways that just shouldn't happen. It's straining me so much. It's so much heavy lifting. And it's not that I mind the work, it's I mind what it's doing to my body. I kind of enjoy the work in a way. It's kind of fun when I have more boxes coming to me. It's like a puzzle game or something. I don't care. And plus, I'm out of work so early, except today and another day. Oh, and they still haven't cleared up my name. They rejected two requests to correct my name on their website because they put the wrong name for my birth certificate. And the person who took my birth certificate in the first place, I gave her the form that corrected the misspelling on my name, and she's like, oh, you gave me these extra papers, I don't need that. And then so she took the incorrect spelling, and now I'm still trying to get that straightened out, although I don't know if it's totally straightened out on where it counts most on the payroll or something. But I have an online profile. I have like 3 online profiles with them. I don't understand why 3 or 2 at least, and they won't let me change it. And so I tried to change it again today, and we'll see. And I left a note saying, look, contact this person, they know my name is incorrect here and that I tried to correct it, and they saw the documentation of it and had it approved. That's why they want fucking young people working for them, like 20-something year olds. Which one what? I can't follow what you're saying. Yeah, I know. Report every injury? That's bullshit. Because, of course, one employee having 2 injuries, I'm sure that would be terrible. They'd immediately start talking about, what I should do. Well, I just took an aspirin. See if that helps. Probably won't. Uh, well, it's not that if I don't report it, I'll get in trouble. Um, because they wouldn't know. However, it would be a problem if I can't work and I'm injured and they owe me some kind of compensation for it. So yeah, I mean that's the thing. I would report it. So fine, okay, I'll report it every time I get injured. They're gonna fucking retaliate against me for sure, and be like, this isn't why we hired you, actually. God damn, I'm hurting though. My shoulder. They're not gonna compensate me for shit unless it's like I need medical attention. Today, all the person on the phone, the nurse recommended was treat it myself. Get cold ice packs, which I can't do because I don't have a freezer and I couldn't find any chemical ice packs, which I'm sure would be very expensive. And they haven't even paid me at this job yet, so I'm barely getting by financially. Anyways, this is what happens when I get a job. I was so much happier just just being jobless. Yeah, well, I'll report everything. I'll see how they like it. I bet after the second or third report, they'll be like, you just can't work here. We'll put you on leave and let you know when you can come back, and they'll just never let me know. And again, there's no legal claim I could make against them for that. They would be in the clear because I'm an at-will employee. They could make up any reason they want why they fired me. Yeah, they're just dirtbags. They're fucking liars, man. I was so happy before this, although the thing is, I desperately need the money to survive. I don't know, what other jobs can I do? I don't want to work with customers. And believe it or not, janitor jobs are fairly hard to get. That's exactly what they're going to do, Challenger. Hey, Sticky Buds. Going all right, I guess. I'm sticking it to the man. I mean, the man's really messing with me. No. Food service? Hell no. That's working with customers. But what other jobs could I do? Like, I don't know, lot attendant, like picking up shopping carts. Maybe I could do that. And hey, minimum wage is $15. I'd see if I can do that. I don't care. I'd move around shopping carts. At least that wouldn't hurt me so much. I'm really genuinely concerned about my body now and my health. I don't want pain the rest of my life. Hell no, I'm not doing security again. Absolutely not. I did that for 5 years. Why would I move to the East Coast? I mean, I could go there if I want to shower in freezing temperatures and not just cold ones like here. If I want to go somewhere where the jobs pay much less, if I want to go somewhere where I'd lose my free health insurance, if I'd want to spend a bunch of money to go across the country, cancel my mailbox here, re-register my car in Virginia, yeah, I could do all that. Just to be in freezing, miserable weather with no health insurance. Sure could. And in an area I hate. Gyms are closed here. I'm not doing security. I don't care. And it seems like there's a lot more rough people around LA than there were on the East Coast, or at least the area where I was. I'm sure there's other areas where it can be tougher working security. Maybe shelf stocking. I don't know. I'd see. The problem is that I would be working probably if it was a pet store overnight. It's hard to sleep in my car during the day. It gets hot in my car, even with the windows rolled down. Janitor jobs are hard to get. A lot of them require experience. I've applied for a few. And at a pharmacy? To become a postman, I need all kinds of requirements that I don't have. Although that would be nice. I even applied to be... No, I tried to apply to be a janitor at the post office. I couldn't even do that. Couldn't even apply. I'm not being a dog walker either. I'm not dealing with people's dogs. I'm not skilled enough in Spanish to be a translator. I mean, I'd keep in mind the post office thing. I think it can take a while to get a job, though, there, can it? I mean, doesn't it take a while to get through and get a job? But yeah, that would be cool, don't get me wrong. Seems like a cushy gig. I wouldn't want to deliver mail, I would just want to be a janitor there. Too hot for my sleeping bag. Yep, being a mover, that's probably about as rough as being a warehouse worker as far as the physical strain. They do pay well at the post office, even for janitor. I forget what the pay was, but it was pretty good, like $19 an hour or something. Recycler, that's a potential option, actually, yes. I did see some options like that. I applied to at least one or two. Maybe I'd apply to more and see. Yeah, I mean, I'd smell, but so what? I'd probably smell, I guess. But there's lots of recycling plants around here, so I'd have to see about that. And as far as the complaining to HR about the break policy and people not wearing masks, so I did. I left an anonymous message. We'll see if they follow up on it. But yeah, I'd see, or maybe I'd try again for a recycling job. Because I don't know what else I could do where I don't have to deal with customers. I do not want to deal with customers. Right. I mean, I don't know how other people do it and not hurt themselves. My arms hurt, my knees hurt, my neck hurts, depending what position I'm in. No, I'm working tomorrow, which sucks. I gotta sleep, and I've just been so busy dealing with all this stuff for them, including all this afternoon trying to get the stuff they need signed, filled out. So now I gotta work tomorrow. I mean, they said, well, do I want to take off tomorrow to rest? One day rest isn't going to be enough. I mean, I don't know how long I would need, like 3 days or something. I'm freaking hurting. My wrist hurts now. My left wrist hurts. No sick pay. They give a bullshit sick pay policy of 1 hour sick leave for every 30 hours worked. So I don't even know the math on that, how that would work out to a day off. I know, they would want me to leave. They can lie their asses off. They said before at the orientation, oh, one guy sprained his ankle and he was able to come back, but he just didn't want to. We don't know why. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't take much to. I don't know what happened in that case, so I'm not asserting this happened, but it doesn't take much to intimidate someone, to let someone know, oh, you sprained your ankle. Maybe this job isn't for you. It's kind of a hassle for us. We don't appreciate having to give you special attention. Oh, they do. Dr. Pepper, you got that right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, right. Hire a look-alike. They probably wouldn't notice the difference. And also, the fact that it's 4 days into my job, I'm sure they don't have much patience for that. Oh boy, I swear, that's a tough one. Which is worse, these people are landlords? Because, it's like they both work in tandem. You got to work a crappy job that pays too little, and pay a bunch of it to a landlord who charges way too much. Hmm. I don't know. I really don't know the answer to that. That's a tough one. And I don't have the best perspective because I haven't had to deal with a landlord in 2 years. So I don't know. I hate them all. Both. I hate them all. I mean, that's a simple answer. But this is just depressing, and I'll be fine. Whatever happens. But I'd like to be able to keep the job and get a place to live and have a place to shower and not ruin my body. But we'll see. I plan on sticking to my word. Every time I get injured, I'm gonna fucking report it. And it'll be a good test of whether they actually will protect me or won't retaliate against me. Yeah, honestly, I mean, that's kind of what I want to do is get a better job, but where? There are not many good jobs. Maybe Home Depot, like a lot attendant, but then I might also have to help people to their cars and stuff. I don't know. Do a lot of attendants do that there? I don't want to do that. Other grocery stores have a lot of attendants where they just pick up shopping carts. Yeah, 4 days and I'm hurting so much. And I'm trying to do everything right. I stretch every morning very thoroughly, try and eat well, have lots of protein, 2 or 3 protein drinks a day. I try and do the right lifting, technique by bending my knees. Yeah, I might try that at Home Depot. We'll see. And there's plenty of grocery stores that need a lot of attendance too. So I'll see. As long as I don't have to deal with customers, I don't want to start answering questions. But yeah, I mean, let's face it. They're probably going to fire me if I report one more injury. I doubt it's even going to, because I know they don't want me to do that already 4 days into the job. anyways, I can't keep doing this. I gotta go. I gotta actually sleep. So, thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.